Hello everybody, this is Toby Echozap here, and welcome to the review of the Battle for Metru Nui, a gigantic set released back in 2005. It's too big to fit on my table, and it's not all in the way it should be. Luckily it's meant to come apart in sections, and that's the only reason I've been able to fit it on my table. Well, otherwise, this would be in the middle, and then you'd have another tower shooting off that way. This be in the middle. And you'd have another tower shooting off that way, and then you'd have all of this other stuff. It's a gigantic set. Right, I think the only way to, actually review this is to do it in segments. So I'm going to pick the first segment and then you'll see it. I believe it'll be this one. Right, now here is the gate portion of the set. It is a really nice gate portion. The bridge here, I find it looks really nice. There's not a lot of detail that goes into it, and it seems sort of simple, but it's nice and it works. We have a new and exclusive piece here of the Licorne's Howl. It's alright, it is missing a lot of the face, but it is wearable. People have been able to fit this over their face, it's that big. And up top is the glow-in-the-dark Matuka spinner, which I will be showing you later. But this gate has a few features. So if I turn it round this way, you can see there's no bridge across. But there is if you turn this gear here. You can get a pretty nice bridge across, and the working of the bridge here, how it works with this, actually makes it look nice as a side rail. Yeah, that's a pretty nice feature. Now if you turn to the back here for defense, this area needs to be defended. It's the gate, it's the way in. This is also what it looks like from the back, with a load of hair and dust, because this is a really old set and it will pick up a lot of that, and unless you clean every single piece, which I don't have time for, will get hairy. But there's these gears here which shoot out these Rakshi stuff. So let me do that again to make sure you were able to see, viewers. Shoots out quite nicely. And there's one of those on both sides. This can sometimes get stuck though, and you have to, well, realign it constantly. That's what I was doing earlier. And then there's this at the top, which you get this ripcord in the set, and you place it down here, and then it goes flying off at the camera. There we are, got it again. And that's how that works. You can, if you want to get, I don't know, just a normal Visivac here, it will be attacking and your toe will under attack, and you can, well, if you're able to get its legs in between the gaps, you can close the gate and make it fall. Yes, you can make it fall down a little bit, and then you can trap it under there with a bridge, or, I don't know, use your imagination, kids. It's a pretty nice sort of main area to it. The gate does go up and can be put completely out of the way. It's very nice. And now we have here the Grand Visivac. This is the, well, the Great Visivac, or whatever you want to call it. It's got a few functions, and it is not the usual Visivac build. There is some differences down there, which I will show you later. So first thing you can do with it is, like with all Visivacs, you can open and close its pinchers. It looks quite evil when doing that. You can also, as normal with Visivac, let me find the side this goes in. Put in the ripcord, And hopefully it will fly. No, it didn't fly. And then the ripcord gets stuck. It's an old set. It's pretty much like the ripcord I just showed you with the Battle of Metru with the gate, but it's actually meant to go up. Guess you're not going up today. Remember, this is a 10-year-old set, so some of the things do start to wear out. There's also a feature what the other Visiracs don't have, because this is meant to be a giant Visirac. This is meant to be a normal Toa or Dika, and that's how big it is. So this is meant to be a normal size Visirac, this little thing here. What you do is, you put the little Visirac in here, in you go your little Visirac, and you pull back here, and you pull it back. It's got some elastic bands, trying to make sure you can see that before I launch it, and you put a lot of pressure into it, and the Visirac, come on, you were working when I did the tests for this, and the Visirac is meant to shoot out. However, these elastic bands, they're really old, they're 10 years, and they are floppy, and they do fall out a lot, so they're lucky they're actually holding in. So if you do get this set nowadays, you're probably not going to get all of the features unless you get a some new elastic bands. Okay, now we move on to this wall side, and both walls are exactly the same, just reversed around. Right, let me start showing you some of the features. So this can be removed because it is a modular design set. I'm not sure if I've said that before, but it is modular designed. It has quite a few barnacle pieces in it to make it look nicer. It's got the Karma's weapon from this year, the blue Varki's weapon from this year, Pahatu Nuva's weapons from 2002 in Keat Orange, and the Toa Matterheads in Keat Orange, which are all very nice. So we do get some features with this, such as you flick that forward and these rocks, which you do get 4 of in the set, comes flying out, so you can pretend there's evil little Visirac coming up. There's a Visirac down there you might not be able to notice, and can throw the rock and miss, and the rock will break in 2 because yeah, it works alright. Now we move on to these walls, and these walls are collapsible, so you can see that in 2 ways. One, you are launching down a trap to stop the Toa, well, not to stop the Toa, but to defeat Visirac. So there's another one of those which comes down, and you have to be careful because they do get stuck sometimes, and the little tile piece which is holding it does fall off, and they're also very loose. As you can see here, I am having a little bit of trouble re-securing it. Remember, when I am reviewing this, it's 10 years since it's been launched. It is getting older. Or you can see it as a the giant Visirac is attacking, and you can knock down the walls with it, and it can attack and cause damage, and loads of kiddie imagination time. So you can bring those up here. And I have to say, sorry about the lighting, but let me move it in here. You can see there's a little bit of a walkway down here, and I have to say I really like this walkway. So you can probably get, I don't know, Mr. Vakama down here, and Matau and Nua, and they can be holding off the Visirac that are attacking. Num num. So I have to say I really like that, and it gives just another area for kids to play, and I can fit my hand down here, if I can fit my hand down there, it will be easy for everyone else, well, children to do so. Right, there's also another feature. The tower, which you're going to see now, is completely removable. Let's push that out of the side for a moment. So you get the tower. It's a really nice tower. It has some railings here, and there's no floor on this bit when you remove it, but there's floor there. There's a floor here, which is perfectly fine to put your mat out. But there's this floor up here, which it looks really nice, but because of the size of the weapons, they don't really fit in here. You have to sort of have them not connected to the studs like this up here. But it's all a very nice design, and I am very happy with how it turned out. I'm also going to show you another feature. You get this string while in the set, and you get this where you're meant to tie a knot or something, and you connect it to, oh, I don't know, let's say this piece here, without destroying the whole set. And you can get your Echozap. So here's one of the Echozap, and you can connect it to the rope. It's very delicate, but it does connect to the rope, and it is a very nice little feature. Right, now that the main set is out of the way, and if anyone was wondering, yes, this is the other wall here, which works a lot better. Why did I not review this wall? But this wall, it's very nice. It's pretty much the same thing, just as you can see the other way around, and it works better. Not through any fault of design or something, just through the age of the pieces. Right, let's get on to the minifigures. Well, not minifigures, so to say, but here's the little Echozap. You do get 8 of them in the set, which is a nice number, but I wish there would have been a couple more, so 10 in the sets. I mean, it is the biggest set of the line, and Echozap are meant to be in hundreds or thousands or something like that, and you get 8. You can really only make a grand battle on one little area. There are 6 designs for the Echozap. This one, I believe, is the Echozap of ice because of the way its pincers are. All of them are the same except for the pincers. Here is the red Echozap because of the pincers. The Echozap, that's the only one I can remember its proper name for because of the pincers. This one, I believe, is a brown Echozap meant to be. This one, I'm not quite sure, seeming this is the black Echozap, and you do get another black Echozap and another white Echozap. This is a 7th Echozap design, if my maths is correct. Yeah. And I don't know what this is meant to represent. Maybe they just did several different designs and just put them all into the set. They're quite nice. They're made of rubber, and they glow in the dark like this. So let's see if I can turn off the light. Let me just go turn off the light. And it's pitch black. They are glowing. Let's see if... I'm not sure how well you can see it. I'm looking on the camera. They're glowing a little bit. They were glowing better earlier, but it has to soak in a lot of light, and then you've got to so a lot of light on it, and then it will glow. It's not the best, but it works better than some of the other glow in the dark things, such as the Mars mission aliens. Right, there's light for you again. Let's get on to the heroes of the set, the Toa Metru. And here we go, the Toa Metru. They're not minifigures either. they have no posability and they only come in one way. So, for example, the Karma, Nuju, Wenua, and Matau all come facing this way, whereas Onua and Nakama come facing this way. Now, before I criticise the weapons, because some of the weapons aren't too accurate, they are all very nice weapons, and I wish LEGO would have done more with them, but I can't remember any sets they came in after this line. But yeah, pretty much, it's two pieces. The Toa and their weapon. So, we have, I would say, the Karmas and Wenuas are the most accurate. Nuju doesn't have a club. Somewhat accurate, not too much though, seeming the Karma I don't think had an axe. Matau's, he had a sword, not a sort of backing, smacking thing. Anua, he had a little bit of a club, so not too far off, but he didn't have this. This would be more accurate, I think, on the Karma. But they're very nice. You get all of them, which is nice, but you get all of them in pretty much every set of them I can think of. I got the Vizivat Battling Ram when I was young, the youngest set, the smallest set. And you got all of them with it, so it's not exclusive getting all of them in one set to this set, but you do get them in all the sets, so you can very quickly build up, I don't know, hundreds of, well, quite a few Toa, and have many Toa, and you can pretend to be your own Toa fighting off the evil Vizivat. Let Kitty's imagination go wild. Why these have weapon inaccuracies and they don't move. What do I think of the set all in and done? It's a very good set for the price, which I can't remember. It was a really good set at the time. It comes with one gigantic exclusive piece. I believe there's something else in dark red here which hasn't come out in dark red since. It is fantastic. Sure, there's a few weapon inaccuracies. Sure, the Toa Hordika don't move. Sure, the Vizivac don't move apart from the giant one over here. But all said and done, it's got so much play value. It's such a great wall piece. It looks fantastic. It's gigantic for a LEGO set of this. This was the beginning of 3 years, well, including this one, of battle sets with this. And honestly, out of all of the biggest sets that came out over these 3 years, this is my favourite. This is one what I absolutely wanted to get as a kid, could never afford it, and now I'm almost an adult. I'm so happy I've been able to pick it up. It's really great. It's got a few small problems, but it was problems what they had to do. They fixed later down the road the problems of the Toa and the bad guys not being able to move. Well, starting from the next line actually, the Paraka and the Taranika, and continued that in 2007 with the Taramari and Baraki. But it's such a good set. I'm really happy with it. And no, unlike in the commercial, you don't get the little fry buzzing on the rock. Was I the only one annoyed by that as a child? Probably. But yeah, all said and done, it's a really good set. Sorry for all the and that sort of thing during it. I hope it's not bugged you too much. And yeah, I'll see you for the next review. Yeah, it's a fantastic set. I mean, I can't know if you can see, but I've got the Toa lined up in there. Now all I need is wall space to proudly store this. And if you do want to see what it looks like all combined, just Google search for the box or something like that. I hope you have enjoyed watching this review, and I'll see you next time.